Good day, ladies and gents. We're doing day 12, compositions of transformations. All right, so for this one right here, Charles rotates and dilates triangle ABC about point C and form triangle DEC as shown. All right, so we have this shape right here. Select all the statements about this. So they went ahead and told us that this is going to work. So first of all, let's go ahead and make these the same. So I'm not going to look at this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right, I am looking at this part right here. This is the important part. So I'm going to make, now triangle ABC is small, so I'll the small one and then the big one. And I really don't care where I'm putting stuff. I do care about this right here. ABC. Now notice I made two equilateral triangles basically. They're not really equilateral. I just don't want to be influenced by what it looks like. So I'm going to put A, B, C right here. And on the other one, in the same positions, A is going to be in the same position as D. So D goes here. B and E go in the same position. C and C go in the same position. All right, so that is the key. All right, so now we're going to take all this information here and we're going to put it over here. So A to B, here's A to B. So A to B, that is 8. So I'm going to put the number 8 right here. And then let's see, 6 is A to C, so that's down here. So that's all that information there. And now take all this information and put it in the same spots. All right, so E to C, there's E, there's C. So 8 is where E to C is. Here's E to C, so this will go 8. And then 12.8 goes where ED is. Here's E, here's D, and that will be 12.8. Now remember, these are similar because of the dilate. They're similar, so this is not 6. No, 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 no. It's not 6. All right, so now we have to find the other things. Okay, so to find these other sides, here we go. I know these two go together, right? So things that we could do. So for this one right here, let's go ahead and find this bottom part. So I know I'm gonna put this as the top of my fraction, and this is the bottom of my fraction. So all these will always be the top of my fraction. All these will always be the bottom of my fractions. And if you switch them, that's okay, just as long as you stay consistent. All right, so if I do 8 over 12.8, that would equal 6 over this missing side. I'm going to say DC. All right, so now I'm going to cross product 8. And if you want, if you prefer, you can call that X if you like. DC is equal to whatever 6 times 12.8 is. All right, so all I did was cross product. If I put that in my calculator, I still have 8 times DC is equal to 6 times 12.8. I get 76.8. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 8. And I get DC is equal to 9.6. All right, so this right here is going to be 9.6. All right, and now do the same thing to the other one. We're missing this side now. All right, so I know 8 over 12.8 is equal to, and then I'm going to call this BC because that's what it is, over 8. And now we're going to cross product. All right, so 8 times 8 is equal to 12.8 times BC. All right, so 8 times 8, we get 64. I'm going to divide both sides by 12.8. And I get the number 5 is equal to BC. And when I put that in here, yeah, that makes legit sense. Awesome. All right, so now that we have this, we should be able to answer any and every question. So first of all, are these two triangles equal? Does this equal this? No, that definitely, no, because the equal sign, no. Now, are they similar? Similar. Yes, so that does work. These are proportional to each other, yes. All right, Is BC, here is BC, is that equal to 5? Yes, it is. Is CD, here's CD, is that 9.6? Yes, it is. Is AC, here's A, here's C, and that was 6, right? Does that equal DC? DC 9.6? No, it does not. That's not true. Is angle A equal to angle E? No, A is equal to D, not E. So those were the answers for that one. All right, awesome. So that right there was the answer to number 1. Okay, number 2. All right, number 2. Point E has these coordinates translated along a glide reflection to its image 5, 8. What best describes the glide reflection? All right, so what did we do to get here? Okay, so things we can do. Now, I have these extra coordinate thingies right here. So if you'd like, we could use that, or we could use the picture down here, but we have all this extra stuff over here. So I'm just going to fold this over just so you can see it. Doesn't really hurt anything. We can use a pencil. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to just use a pencil on this one. All right, so on this one right here, we're just going to use this bottom one here. All right, so I am at -7, -4. So -7, -4. There's where E is. And then we're going to end up at 5, 8. So here's 5, here's 8. E prime. All right, so we're just using this down here. All right, and then everything else I'm going to just do in pencil, and I can erase it later if it's in my way. All right, so which one of these can I take to get from here to here? All right, so this one right here, and they said which one best describes it. All right, so they say go +12, +4. We'll zoom in a little bit. All right, so +12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, +4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I landed right here. And then it said reflect over the y-axis. Here is the y-axis. If I flip over that line, I would land over here. So that's definitely not it. I needed to go up here. So no. All right, so let's keep going. All right, so let's try again. +2, 1, 2, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then instead of reflect over the y-axis, here's the y-axis. Oops, only helps if you can see it. All right, let's try again. So +2, 1, 2, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm right here, and if I reflect over the y-axis, which is this line, I'd land right here, which no good. That doesn't work either. So I'm just keep trying stuff until I land there. All right, let's try again. So +12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm right here. And then it says reflect over the x-axis. All right, so if I reflect over this line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that looks good. I landed right where I was supposed to, so that looks legit. But we're going to check the other one to see if that's not better. Let's see. 1, 2, so it says go 2, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm right here, and it says reflect over the x-axis. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. I landed here. I needed to land over here. So that one doesn't work either. So the answer was C. So all I had to do was keep trying stuff until it worked. Okay, now the next thing. Okay, so the next thing says, hey, determine the coordinates for A prime. All right, so they gave us M, A, T, and H. So here's the awesome part. We only want A prime, so all we're going to do is plot A. That's the only thing we're going to plot. So let's do that. So I'm going to do this in red this time around. All right, so we have -2, +2. So there is my A. And I'm only going to work with A. Now, they said after reflection over the x-axis, so if I reflect over the x-axis, 1, 2, 1, 2, I'm right here. So that's my first action, followed by reflection over the x-axis. over the y-axis. So we did the x-axis, now we're going to do the y-axis. So we went over the x-axis, boop, and now take this and reflect over the y-axis. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we landed right here. So that was my second action. So this right here, this is my answer. So what's that coordinate? Positive 2, negative 2. And that's it for that one. Cool. Awesome. Let's keep going. Number 4. All right. So on number 4, so a couple things. Now, if they're only asking you for one coordinate, only work on that one coordinate. If they want you to graph the whole thing, go for it. Now, me personally, I would rather just work on one coordinate at a time. It just keeps things a little more organized. So I'm going to do this in different colors just to help me. So I'm going to start with green. All right, A is at 0, 0. All right, so the first thing they said was to rotate 180 degrees. So I'm going to put this in the center. I rotate this 180 degrees, and now this is up. So where did I land so far? I'm just at 0, 0. All right, so this is up now. Okay, the next thing they said, and if you want to keep track, go for it. So that's 0, 0 so far. I didn't go anywhere. All right, so I'm working on A. I'll just make it green. There we go. Okay, now this is up from this point on because I don't want to have to redraw this. The next thing they said was reflect over the y-axis. Guess what? It's already on the y-axis. Nothing happens. I'm still at 0, 0. And then it said to go -5, positive 3. So go -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, positive 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, and where's my coordinate? That is -5. So if this is up now, then I can trust the numbers, but I can't trust the actual positive negative. So that's -5, and I go up 3, positive 3. So that right there is -5, positive 3. And that was my answer. So -5, positive 3. So A is -5, positive 3. Awesome. All right, start over again. All right, so that's our answer so far. All right, let's keep going. Okay, I'm going to do orange this time. All right, so B is at +8, +1. So I'm just focused on just my orange. All right, the first thing it says is rotate 180 degrees. So we rotate 180. This is my up now. Okay, so as of so far, by rotating, I'm at -8, -8, -1. Now, you really don't have to keep track of this, but just in case you're curious, you can. All right, so then they said to reflect over the y-axis. So if I reflect over the y-axis, that's 8 hops. Go 8 more hops. I land right here. Okay, and then where is that? That is +8, -1. All right, and then it said to go -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and this is my answer right here. So that right there is my answer, and I'm at so B, and just so we can keep a little track, I'm gonna put a little dot into it. All right, so that's +3, +2. So +3, +2. Awesome. Okay, and then finally, all right, C. C right here is at, so reset. So 0, 8, 1, and then we got 5. I'm going to do this in blue. I'm blue. All right, so they said rotate 180 degrees, boop, and then it said to reflect over the y-axis. That is 5 hops. Go 5 more hops. Right there. Okay, and then it said to go -5, +3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +3. 1, 2. I blinked. -5, +3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, where did I land? I went 0, and I'm on the y-axis, so it's 0, -2. And that's where my C was. All right, awesome. All right, so 0, -2. So these are the coordinates I care about. Okay, so we did all this work and we landed right here. Okay, so now let's actually plot those points. All right, so this is what it originally looked like. And then when we were done with everything, it looked like this. So -5, +3. That's my A. 3, 2. There's my B. And 0, -2. That's my C. All right, and then that is it. And that's what I would plot on, and I would have to plot it in that order. So that would be A, B, and then C. And that's it. All right, awesome. And one more. Last one. All right, so we are at +3, -2. And then -10, -2. And +3, +10. Ooh, a nice little right triangle going on right there. All right, awesome. Okay, so if you want to do this by colors again, okay, let's start with, we'll do a green. Okay, that's 3, 2. All right, so we're going to start with that. Okay, okay, the first thing they said was to go 90 degrees clockwise. So this time, so this right here is you're at noon, right? So you want to go clockwise. So you want to go towards 1 o'clock. So you want to make Y go towards 1 o'clock. So we're going to take that Y and we're going to go towards 1 o'clock. Boop, and there's 90 degrees. So this is my up from now on. Okay, that's my up. And then it says to reflect over the Y equals X axis. So that's this line right here. And I'm going to make these lines right there. And I make it for each little coordinate. And I'm going to zoom in just a little better here. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to reflect each individual, right? Okay, so this right here, if I reflect over that line, boop, boop, my green would land right there. And what's that coordinate? If this was my up, that would be -3, -2. All right, and then my blue, if I do the same thing for the next coordinate, my R is at -10, -2. All right, so I rotated 90 degrees clockwise. If I reflect over this line, so this is 2 hops and then 10 more hops. So go 2 hops, so 2 then 10, go 10 then 2. So I landed right here. And remember, this is my up now, so where's that coordinate? That is at +10, -2. Let me just write that down. Okay, awesome. Okay, and then restart there. I'm going to do this in orange this time. Okay, and right now we're at 310, so there's my orange. Go rotate 90 degrees, boop, and then reflect over this line. Okay, so this time I'll go, so that's 3 then 10, that's 10 then 3. So where did I land this time? That is -3, +10. So -3, +10. And those are my answers. All right, so let's see if this worked out. Okay, so we have -3, -2. That was my green. Okay, and then we have +10, -2. That's my blue. And we are at -3, +10. That was my orange. All right, let's see if this looks legit. Yep, that looks legit. And those are the answers. So I'll zoom out just in case you want to take a big old picture of that. Now remember, that's just my way of doing this. If you have another way that you like, go for it. Other than that, have a great and wonderful day.